Because what does red light therapy do? So how does it all work? Is basically energizing your cells, right? So whenever you think about light therapy, think of it on a cellular level. Think of anything that we're addressing that problem on a cellular level. It's like, think of the body as your phone, and then think of the apps are not working on your phone, and the battery is kind of low, and you're like, the phone goes into energy saving mode, right? It starts to go slower. It starts to delete certain things or stop, fully operating because it's trying to save energy. That's like our body. So when we give our bodies light therapy, it's like plugging the phone in. And all of the conditions that we have, whether it be dealing with arthritis or cancer or lymphedema or sciatica, or even just stress from losing your job, or dealing with a headache, or you're drowsy, or you're hungover. Everyone is just operating at different levels of inflammation. Everyone just has different levels of inflammation. And everybody has that battery. Think of everyone as that battery. And once they fill their battery up, then their bodies, the inflammation is reduced. But depending on the inflammation, you may need another top up. So if you have someone with very serious, let's say brain disease or something like as debilitating, like arthritis, right? They may get fully charged. Their cells might have may get fully charged. They'll have a reduction in inflammation and increased blood circulation. But then because of the inflammation, the inflammation may return. They may need another charge up. And then they may need consistent charge ups until the cells have been optimized to do their job and to heal them fully. So it may take a period of time depending on the inflammation, or it may be like your body may just, because we're operating like your phone at a little bit of an energy deficit. And all your body is looking for is like, I just need more energy to deal with this inflammation. I don't have enough enough energy to deal with this shoulder pain. So you've had this problem for 20 plus years, but I've never been given enough energy on a cellular level to fix that. I just don't have the energy. And then suddenly you give your body this energy, and then your cells are like, okay, we have energy, you're healed now. And then sometimes it's that amazing. Like you'll see some guy have, there was a guy, I was in New York at a conference called Beyond Active. It's like a wellness and fitness conference. And a guy walked in with his a shoulder injury for like 20 years. And he said he's never slept on this side. It's always been so painful. And we did one session here touching skin, and then one session on the back of his shoulder. And he moves his arms around and he runs out of the conference and he calls his wife. And he's like, this is great. I don't know what these guys are doing. This is red light, magical hocus pocus shit. He came back, and I was there with Peter, my scientist, and he's like, can you give us like a review? And he filmed this video. It was really cool. And it's going into this documentary Peter's doing about light therapy. But you'll have those instances where people get miraculously healed over such short treatment. And it literally is just like, you just needed that little extra energy. But then you'll have somebody else who has like, oh, I've got a sore knee or I've got a headache. But I'm like, yeah, bro, but you smoke, you drink, you don't exercise, you're overweight, you eat processed food, you don't go out into the sunlight, like you don't exercise, there's a lot of inflammation. So when you're thinking about, oh, I have to fix this problem, I got a sore knee, the energy that those cells, they may use that energy in a myriad of other places. Like, does that make sense?